days immediately preceding the storm, Tuesday, Wednesday, there was no traffic allowed. I'm not certain if, I presume these are pictures from today. Maybe the producer can, oh, these
are
okay.
taped. Yeah.
These are taped pictures, and we can, all right, then these pictures are from Monday. So for those of you just tuning in, this is how Key Biscayne looked after Hurricane Andrew blew through, and
I guess Bill Boggs State Park suffered a lot of damage too, correct?
It did, and again, so many questions pop into your mind. We think the sports questions, and
right.
Of course, we know about the protracted legal fight to get the Lipton Tennis Stadium built. Finally, they got to go ahead and
under pressure to try to get it ready for the next tournament. And what's going to happen now?
And you just wonder what the future of that is. Of course, many South Florida residents have a more immediate concern, and that is their power. Joining us now live on the phone is Bob Marshall from Florida Power and Light. Bob, last figure we had was that 500,000 Dade County residents without power. Is that still the number, and how are you progressing?
Well, as of our 7 a.m. report update, we have less than 340,000 customers in Dade County now that are still out of power. In Broward County, that number is still at around a little less than 55,000. So approximately we have only less than 400,000 customers still out of power.
How is progress going? Are you obviously with knocking that number down to 340,000 from 500,000 yesterday? What's your best guess for that 340,000? You expect to knock off another 50,000 today? Where does that stand, Bob?
Well, each day, of course, this just being day 3 of the restoration, we have been following our plan, which was we've been trying to concentrate our crews on those areas that we can bring back the fastest, the most customers back in the shortest period of time. Obviously now, as we go out, you know, the work becomes more difficult, so the gains each day will become less and less. It doesn't mean that we're not working as hard, it just means that the work is becoming more difficult, more lines are down, longer to pick the lines back up.
Where are you concentrating right now? You said areas that you think you could do the best amount, most efficient work. Where is that area right now?
Well, obviously, the South Dade area is still the hardest hit area and the most difficult for us to get into, number one. And obviously, it's a matter of rebuilding the total system down there. It's not a matter of replacing a pole here or there.
How long does it take to rebuild a system, Bob?
Well, it varies. Obviously, if we could just have to go out there and pick up a line and splice it back together to get people back in, and that's in essence what we've been able to do in a lot of these areas, and that's why we've been able to bring so many people back in such a short period of time. But now it's going to be crews are just going to have to go along and set new poles, string new wire, pull new wire in. That's going to take a lot longer to do.
If we,
basically, some of these lines have been in existence for 30, 40 years, and basically we're going to be asked in a short period of time to go back and rebuild those lines.
Bob, if we could, and I know how difficult this is for you, but I'm going to give you a list of neighborhoods and areas. If you could...
We have established, in anticipation of these, what we call a reserve storm fund that we have established, and also our insurance requirements that pretty much will take care of the cost of this. This is something that is built in. Obviously, the threat of a hurricane is with us every year. Unfortunately, this was the year that we're having to utilize that. So we are in good shape in that area.
Are we in good shape at Turkey Point? Was it damaged?
We did have some damage to Turkey Point, but it did not impact the security or safety of that. We do have it shut down, but it's shut down in a safe mode.
Okay, all right, Bob. Bob Marshall, Florida Power and Light. We thank you for your company's vigilance in helping restore power to Dade County, because the restoration of power is certainly helping to restore order, and we certainly personally thank him because we are fortunate that we live on the north end of Dade County, and I can't tell you how happy I was when the lights came back after 20 hours of darkness, and I feel for those who may have to go 20 days and maybe longer without power. It's a tough situation for everybody. 10:52 Thursday morning.
We're going to get you the public information.
1916, they told us that they used to have a special train come up here every weekend to eat here, and there used to be a movie here. There used to be the Flamingo movie here, movie place here, and it was really something. Al Capone used to come through here and stop on the way going to the Keys and stayed here. I've had it now 13 years, and it's a shame to put a lot of money in a place and then lose it. There's 24 rooms, and 16 of them is all retired Social Security people. And some of them stayed here with us 8 and 9 years. And they all hated to leave. None of them, they all wanted to stay here even after it broke down like it did. They still wanted to stay. We had a porch lot. We're just like a big family here. We've never had no trouble here, never. The Army come and picked them up and took them to a shelter now. After this is the third day, somebody came over to pick them up and take them away, and they're all in the shelter. All senior people here, really. Before the storm hit, when really it was coming through, I was trying to hold this door shut, the main door, because it turned around to the west. And one of them French doors come out and hit me in the side of the head and knocked me out. Busted my eye, busted my arm. And we seen what's going to happen. Nobody could close it. We all went in the bathroom. 11 of us in one little bathroom, all was staying in there, and this building was just shaking, and we was shaking too. And it was amazing how everybody got out of it. And I'm the only one that got really hurt in the whole thing. After there's about 10 or 12 of the people had left here, but we still had about 12 left. So we survived dang lucky, I'm going to tell you that thing. We was really lucky that the roof didn't come straight down like most of the buildings did. It just knocked all the doors out. Everything come out. The side of the building flew, and I flew, and it was a dirty, rotten shame. And how everybody survived, I'd like to know how everybody survived. I don't know. They told me to get out, and I wouldn't do it. I said, I got too much here to lose to get leave from here, you know? I lost everything as it is. We was right here trying to secure this front door because the wind had turned from the west, and these doors were just doing this. And we had a big couch across there, and 4 of us guys which couldn't even hold them doors shut. And the only reason the doors didn't stay shut, the damn door here, this French door come over, hit me in the side of the head, knocked me out. The other guy run out, and then this is what happened to me. And we just trying to save. I thought we could save the place. You're not going to do anything to try to save a place like this. And all of a sudden, here's this big wall went out right here. The whole side of the building went out. Yep, that whole wall went out. And we just had repainted this a year ago, the whole thing. And you can see it's all gone now. Every room is like you see here. You want to see something, look out through there and see something. This here kept the building straight together through them big 10 by 10s they got upstairs in the attic. They're down through that to hold the building sturdy. And they told me they used to, every once in a while, had to give these a few turns. See, they are getting a little bit loose. That was never loose before. You can see that there was the whole wall out there and the whole wall the other way. That wind just kept twisting one way to the other way. Yeah, it was beautiful to sit out here in the porch and watch this traffic go by and stuff. It was beautiful, really. It's a shame what happened. We had maybe 4 or 5 young guys, and they're still around 35 years old. But the most of the people was up in their 60s, 50s and 60s. This guy's been here with us a long time. He's the one that lived in the corner room where the whole wall come out up here. So just think if he'd have been up there. Been too bad. But everybody come downstairs and got in that bathroom. And I'll tell you what, we was all praying. It'll never be the same. These guys has just lost everything, and I lost everything. They wasn't even able to take their clothes. You can see that. All their stuff's still in the rooms. So what's going to happen next, nobody knows.
And truer words were never spoken.